Really?
But I still,
Yeah.
but I still check my chair before I sit in, because I know people like him that'll make the chair go. You never played the instruments, did you? Oh.
No. My oldest brother made a living. He was one. Young playing the honky tonk, and always played the church.
That's kind of funny. Sunrise, sunset.
Alright, everybody grab a seat. Doesn't have to be your seat. Just grab it. I need a church pew, man. I want something like that. I'm gonna testify.
I know.
You need a gavel.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't care. You can be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's,
can do the plausible
I
denial.
don't think you got racial notice. That's as young as the rest of us.
So they won't be able to outrun you.
No, they'll just think they misplaced something and say,
Yeah, this was just too delicate.
That music stage.
All right, we're gonna get on to the open mic portion. Gary Gowers, are you ready to do your thing?
I can go.
You gonna use any course?
No, I was gonna see, if you give me 10 minutes, I can go home and get my trombone.
Okay.
Put me on behind the music.
You could have somebody just to come, even if they don't play it well.
John, I'll take them back
Yeah,
down.
just have like that
Thank
kind
you.
of drunken trombone.
All I can do anymore is bargain the thing.
Well, that's, maybe Ed can do it for you.
Did anybody else notice there's a lot of vibrators in these installations?
We were trying to be adult and not talk about it.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure it wasn't just me.
Oh, no.
Is that what you see when you look at that?
Is that what you see on the art here?
I'm not assuming it's not my imagination. They're in there.
They're there.
That's a massager.
Okay, sorry, massage.
Neck
It's a
massage.
marital aid.
All right. There we go. I just want to say hi to my family and thanks for coming out tonight. I got 3 nephews and a great nephew and my little brother and my niece sitting there. So that's cool. So I'm going back to a book that came out 6 months ago. Brain Trots and Heart Garbage, because I got one in here that I wrote for my little brother. So I'm going to read that first. It's called Morning Dew. And he knows the story. Outside at the crack of dawn, ready to take on the day, my brother was outside having a smoke in the cool spring air. I walked up to where he was leaning against the back of the truck and noticed the beads of dew speckling every surface. I reached down and ran my finger along the middle ball of the trailer hitch. Dewy, said I. I just peed on that, he answered. That's a little life lesson for you. Before you go sticking your fingers into things, you should know the difference between dew and piss. That was every day, something like that. Good times. Now this is the new one. Just came out. Got new ones the other day. It's called Here in My Underwear. Little known fact, I hate pants. I hate wearing pants. As Ed knows, because he pops in on me. Like, you got away, please. Because you were there.
I know. Thank goodness.
And this is the thing that's, I don't know, if you guys are getting older, just such a hassle anymore.
Why are you looking at me?
I know you don't wear pants on. So, and I get the names from my collections just from the first home. That's how I name my books. And because I hate pants so much, I thought I'd start with Here in My Underwear. That's the name of the book. It goes, here in my underwear. I'm doing just fine sitting here in my underwear with a fresh cup of coffee and a Lucky throwing off smoke. Things are going a little nuts out there with indicted ex-presidents and people chasing after each other's money and arguments over gender and race and wounds and terminology and ideology and pretty much anything else you think of. But I'm doing just fine sitting here in my underwear. Warren Zevon in my ears, or Lee Marvin on the TV screen, or reading poems by Bukowski or Lansdale's Happy Living Stories. The last heartbreak is far behind me. I hardly feel it anymore. And there is no telling when the next tragedy will strike, so why give it any thought? Why give it power now? It'll have all the power soon enough. I'm just fine sitting here in my underwear, here in my underwear, here in my underwear. That's very a poem on its own. Shocking news, Ed. I gave notice at break time. Yeah, so I'm going to read a couple of break time convenience store related poems. Can I have my weekends free?
Yes.
And Tony likes these, so I was trying to. This first one's called Summer Lovin', Tony, Summer Lovin'. Hey there, Muffin Top. What say you slapping your teeth, the tops at least, and we head on into town for some egg rolls and a large fountain Dr. Pepper. I got the side-by-side all gassed up and the kids are out back watching some Pornhub. But I gotta tell you, if we run into your ex-old man and he gives me any sass, you're gonna have to use the rent money to bail me out again. Now get your flip-flops on and let's ride. Not even an exaggeration. Second one is a view from behind the register. The overly vain are hard to take, so we tend to view vanity as a personality flaw. But what I see from my vantage point behind the register, no shirt, a fresh coat of greasy sweat, pants down to the crotch, ass crack, and pubes for everyone to see, dirty feet and flip-flops, saggy tits falling out of a tube top, yelling at little kids to hurry the fuck up, tossing money across the counter, offering no information as to what the money is for, then getting impatient because nobody can read your mind. Laying across the counter, literally, Gen Z, real literally, not figuratively. Drooling over lottery scratchers, literally. Leaving a puddle of boob sweat behind, literally. Yeah, vanity might be a vice, but a little self-pride never hurt anyone.
Keep it real here.
Oh. Says the realest person in the room. Questions from a fellow human. Don't get me wrong, social justice warriors. I admire your passion, your drive, your dedication to your cause. I'm wondering, once racism is gone, sexism is gone, each and every manifestation of phobias are gone. Phobia? Once every member of the human race thinks and acts as one with mutual benefit at the forefront of every mind, and there is no hate or anger or inequity or inequality or jealousy, once the 1% have relinquished their wealth to the 99% and everyone is standing on equal footing financially, socially, mentally, emotionally, and there is no injustice or evil to fight, what banner will you then fly? What flag will you wave? What will be the new cause to rally around? What questions will need answers? Will it be who has dibs on the remote control? Or who gets first choice on what to stream for the next binge? Or how should the ice cream be arranged? By flavor, or by color, or by popularity? Or what rights do dogs and cats have in our society in terms of voting, reproduction, and land ownership? I am very interested in knowing what the next fight will be, because that is what humans do, whether it makes sense or not. What new dust will you raise once the current dust settles? How will you combat the boredom that comes with winning? How will you occupy your time? What will be the next self-righteous obsession that sets you off on a new tirade of virtue signaling? Or will you tear it all down and start from scratch, thinking this time we'll do it better and faster, and then we'll be satisfied? I'm just a concerned citizen, a member of the human race, and I would like to know. Gotta take a breather. Asthma. The heat of the moment. Thanks to gravity, low is the natural state of things. Water will flow, drip, trickle down until it can't move down any further. Then, only through a transformation from a liquid to a gas can water ascend, and that's through heat. But it will fall again as rain, and then find the lowest point again. The highest mountain crumbles a little at a time, the pieces tumbling, where? Down to the bottom of the mountain. Gravity again. But mountains can grow too, though it takes great, hot, and violent transformations to push mountains up from the earth's heart. That's the natural state of things. Human beings, as much as they'd like to think they're above nature's intentions, are the same. Our natural state is low, until a heated process commences to push us up, up, up. The heat of love or lust, or anger or joy, causes us to rise above our natural low-down state, only to cool in inevitable dissension. We strive to live in the heat of the moment, in that hot transformation, only to have the grasping gravity of life pull us back down, like a shower of rain or a crumbling mountain. This last one, it's called royalty, and it's kind of associated, or not associated, kind of connected to here in my underwear, except it's grosser. It's called royalty, because I feel like a king. My breath is rancid from Lucky's and Folgers. My armpits stink to high heaven, my crotch itches, and my scalp is greasy. It's been 2 days, scratch that, what day is it? 3 days since I showered. I did brush my teeth yesterday though, I think, maybe. I haven't changed my underwear since the last shower, and that's pretty much all I'm wearing. There's a cloud of smoke around my head and dookie is blaring. There's a half-smoked joint in the ashtray and coffee cups. I sneezed and didn't cover my mouth, farted without scanning for possible witnesses, picked my nose with abandon and wiped the booger on my chair. I'm going to eat something fried tonight and a lot of it. Something with a lot of cheese. I'll wash it down with more coffee and maybe a few beers. Finish off that joint while I watch Star Trek. Wash the dishes up tomorrow or the next day. Maybe just eat out of the skillet. And people ask me if I get lonely. People ask me shit. Unless you want my 90 more.
Had other people who wanted to
I understand. There you go, John.
Ken, you wanna go? You ready? All right. And Gerhke. Come here, forward.
Okay, John Dorsey encourages that we read another poet, so I'm going to read from Lynn Burnett. She's a Canadian, British Columbia. You've become familiar with her. And it's on my phone, it's not on that paper. So let me bring that up. And we call it the Pacific Northwest. It's the Pacific Southwest for Canadians. Okay, playing the blues is to find pleasure in postponing happiness a while, letting the lights dim and go to those rivers you have drowned in before, where lament runs with longing, hovers in the air, and fills your lungs with it. Melancholy is gorgeous when it's not just yours. No grape more often crushed for its fabulous blue note. No glass emptied as slowly, the bubble burst of sorrow like champagne on the lips. No melody more played, strung as it is, like a bridge you can cross now. Weep of the guitar, moan of the sexy saxophone, all that was and all that might have been. So that's Lynn Burnett. Okay, thank you. And I'm going to read one of my random books because I like reading them. Rainy day. Sax and organ, back and forth, to dance with Jimmy's guitar. The drums laying it down beneath them. All of it laid back and smooth. A nice counter to the rain pelting the windshield as we head west past Boonville. I-70 is sheen with fractured headlights on one side and headlights sparkling on the other. My grip on the wheel loosens as the music soothes me. A light touch that's needed after a sleepless night, waiting for this trip to begin, be over. Then Jimmy tells me to dream away on this rainy day, groove on this gift of nature as the sun takes a holiday. I'm reminded that we've been hammered by a heat wave and drought, and this rain is what we need. Heading forward, holding steady at 70, I ride out the rain as Jimmy's guitar really comes alive. Ripping through those sheets of rain until it's just a minute, clinging to the trees, and he's right. It did drain my worries away. I'm going to read 3 short ones. They're all love poems. And she's not here. She's homesick. Brilliance. Her light is an oasis in a landscape of seeming darkness. The world around her dimmed by comparison. That light holds a music to wake my mind from slumber with passion that echoes my own, offers assurance of a path through any shadow that may lie before us. At very early times we would exchange playlists, so music figures pretty prominently. As above, so below, within the pulse of starfields, emerge flames, engulf, receive, reveal depth in layers, always there. Currents conceal nothing. As stars dance, light washes away perception, and amorphous confirmation of connection in a quickening pulse. And finally, Moonbeam Picnic. I listen to our shadows on a night picnic, visited by moonbeams, dream sense magic. Giving them real names, I sing to the stars of love for you with controlled abandon. Poems and the body, think of them as one, alive on the nights most over the moon. I enjoyed both of our features today.
Yeah.
John, you ready? Coming up, John Clayton.
Well, that's, you heard that Trump got shot today. Sure. They were just a bad shot. They only shot. I told those damn guys they needed more practice last night. I'm only going to read 2 today. The first one I'm going to read is called Kim Lee. It's about a guy, a lawyer I know, who was a pilot in Vietnam, and it just totally screwed his life up. You've been bad, bad, Dad. That was the brag back at the base. At 22, I was playing jock. He thought he was bad. There's a saying in the world, every place. When you kill from afar, at first it's like you're on a star. Far, far away star. But on the subconscious, it leaves a scar. You've been had by a spad. You take them out on your way in, or the missiles do you in on your way out. There she was, chained to a poinsettia sprout. The look on her face put a chill down her spine. There she was, directly in line. How the hell do you do? Either you take out the missile, or the missile takes out you. The look on her face said she knew she would die. Drop the bomb. You have to try. He made it back to base, not cocky this time. The chill down his back didn't go away. She was always there with him. She wouldn't let him be. He saw her so much he named her Kim. He left the military. He ran away far. But there she was, the shield of his heart. He tried, went to the VA. No amount of drugs make Kim go away. 50 years later, when he prays for his soul to keep, there's Kim as he tries to slay her. This piece is called Bone Spurs. I tell you true, it could happen to you. I did not know when first it stared at me from a bowl of gumbo. In my defense, I had no sense of how delicious a bone spur could be. How was I to know that Mama Joe simmered a bone spur and passed it off as chicken? The dirty little dive where the music was live in Alexandria, down by the rail yard. True, that gumbo made an addict of you, and you don't even know it. Many a time when I was in my prime, I drove from Nacogdoches and stood in line, because don't you know, I had such a craving for that gumbo. I swear that in a bowl with cornbread, it looked exactly like the feet of chickens I fed. I'm telling you the truth, it could happen to you. I'm proud to say, ain't no way. This very day, I did not know, till on Facebook, I saw the x-ray. Thank you.
We're gonna finish up. I'm gonna invite our features back up for one quickie each. Wesley, you wanna go? All right. Westley Heine again. Let me see here. All right. Still doing this one. James, do you wanna improvise something? Wanna get weird?
You talking musically?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Play something slow. Yeah.
So romantic.
Do something just slow, bluesy, or what you got? Sure.
Black dress, out to be in. She has some tonic with a pinch of gin. I strike my match, and I'm in with the fold. Now I got a paper cut from my money. Small talk with paper dolls. Baby, I would love you, but you have no flaws. Dog-eared days, same old page. read it so much it's thin as cellophane. Now it's one problem at a time, or one after another. One day at a time as the nights blur together. The bottle makes it to the shelf. The glass is half empty because we're full of ourselves. Yeah. Now heaven has a headache and it starts to split. When I'm at the gates, please quit. Cracks in the pavement, we live between. This shallow world is only skin deep. You know you loved me, but you never felt at home. Now that you're gone, you live in my bones. You know, less is more or less. It is what it is, though it could be better. Revolution, round and round. Molotov cocktail gets you high, burns you down. A well of angels stirs in my drink. Life flashes between every blink. In a room full of paper souls. In a room full of paper souls. Hey!
The wheel of quivering meat starts and stops with a jerk. The machine operator, a fat man with eyeballs black and round like a curl playing dead, opens the gate and kiddos rush in. Welcome to the circus, where things aren't always certain. You're walking straight, but then you found your line was simply always round. A mirage is formed before your eyes, a double-headed spectacle in the golden afternoon. You should not rest here for too long. The circus is nervous. The clowns have disappeared, yet the bug-eyed man won't notice as he anoints anew with oil the gears of his rotary crib. Hold your heart hard against your chest and hope he has not seen you yet. Watch the kiddos as they spin. See them shiver. See them learn to feel afraid. To fall from the wheel, their great expectation. To leave unharmed, their great relief. The clowns are coming soon to mourn the one who's dead. Their white-faced, big-haired captain. Hear it, here and now, the flapping of their oversized shoes. A macabre parade on a bright and sunny day.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody else that read. Thank you to Mark and Tony for providing this place and filming it and recording it. And I am just informed that one of our own is going to be reading, good God, it's the end of July already, next week, July 25th. Haley Kelsey is going to be reading her fiction at Cafe Berlin in Columbia, Missouri, which for anybody who has not been there, it's a very cool venue. I think they're the 4th of every month, Thursday, I believe. So check them out on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and if you can make it on the 25th and support Haley. So, thank you all for coming out. These guys have books and CDs. I'm sure they need a tank of gas, probably at least a beer and a shot. So maybe we ought to relocate down to the pool hall if you're all game. So, thank you again.